Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi here. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. Just a handful of days before Christmas, and Weather in 5 brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware. We're in a mode now where we melt a little snow during the day and it refreezes at night, melts during the day, refreezes at night. So you might want to head to Omni True Value Hardware, 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, just north of the Southern State Parkway, and you can pick up all the rock salt you need. You can buy it by the ton. They have plenty of it. They are Long Island's largest rock salt provider, and they provide much of the New York City tri state area with rock salt. And plus, they have other snow melting products and anything you need with regards to tools like shovels, scrapers, and even snow blowers. Omni True Value Hardware, 631-756-1125, omnitruevalue.com. Well, we had a weak weather system move through yesterday, and I would describe the air mass that we're in as a bit of a dirty air mass, in that it's been sitting around since late last week, so it's somewhat stagnant. And you can notice that because at night we're just like last night and this morning in many areas we had fog and even some black ice issues. Now we have another disturbance now moving through the Great Lakes or dropping into the Great Lakes. You can see the twist there. Nothing that looks overly impressive. This will be coming through during the overnight and into Tuesday morning. And with that disturbance, there could be some scattered rain or snow showers with it, but I don't expect it to really amount to very much. And then after that, weather conditions are going to improve. But I do want to point out when we look at the Canadian satellite here, that the jet stream is pretty busy. We've got a number of systems moving along in the flow, and one from yesterday going out, the one coming for tonight and tomorrow, and another one into the northwest that is setting up our situation for Christmas Eve into Christmas morning. Meanwhile, Weather Service has a new radar tool. You might want to check it out. It's a bit more interactive. It's all on one page, and you can zoom in or zoom out, and we'll see how it works in the coming weeks when we get the next big storm on here, and we'll be moving the radar around. But as of this morning, there's nothing much going on. Of course, our area is quiet. Showers well offshore, just touching parts of southeastern Massachusetts. And then down into eastern North Carolina, we're seeing some showers. And then out to the west, a little bit of patchy rain and snow activity in parts of Ohio, and also back up through much of Indiana and into Michigan and over Lake Michigan. So that again, that is going to be coming through for tonight into tomorrow morning. The surface map this morning, we have a weak low offshore and another diver coming down. Now, fortunately, we're in a situation here where the northern part of the jet stream and the southern part of the jet stream are staying separate. So it's not as if that's the storm, the weak storm that's in northwestern Wisconsin is going to somehow impact the storm that's off the East Coast and cause it to strengthen rapidly. These are staying weak; they're moving away, and we'll get them out. In the meantime, WPC, the Weather Prediction Center, has quite a bit of precip here, an inch and a quarter, inch and a half or better for the next 7 days, and it's kind of front end loaded here. This actually takes us right into next Monday, so there might be a little bit of next Sunday night in here, if assuming it gets here by Sunday night. But much of this is for Thursday, and it's going to be squeezed in about a period of 6 to 8 hours. So we might put down an inch and a half or more of rain on Thursday with this strong cold front approaching. And then we're going to get that turn sharply colder beyond that going into Christmas Day. Now, just a real quick touch upon the long range. I'm looking here at the stratosphere, way up where planes fly, and we talk about this and talk about the polar vortex in the stratosphere because it does have impact on the weather at ground level. It is forecast to weaken. When the polar vortex is strong up in the Arctic region, that usually locks the cold air up there. But it is forecast to not only weaken, but to split in two. And that could perhaps not only open the door for some of that bitter cold air that's up in Siberia to eventually make its way into Canada and possibly into the United States, but there's also storm implications here in the long term. And we'll be talking about that, by the way, later today on my Patreon platform with the Weather in 10 video that I'll be doing later on. So let's check out what's happening here in the short range. Everybody wants to know about the rest of this week with Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So we are seeing, of course, these upper troughs going through. This is the latest one for tonight into tomorrow. It pulls out. And then we have a deep trough dropping in to the Great Lakes and into the Ohio Valley. But we don't have a block this time around. We don't have a blocking low near Newfoundland. We don't have a big cold high in eastern Canada wedging the cold air in. So this effectively becomes a strong cold front that will be producing showers, heavy downpours, and possibly even one or two thunderstorms. I think not out of the question out of this. I wouldn't be surprised if we wind up seeing severe weather in parts of the southeast. The showers, no problems for tomorrow. Once we get rid of what goes on tomorrow morning, certainly no issues really for the rest of today. Wednesday should be a nice day. Temperatures into the 40s, and then on upper 30s and low 40s, and then on to Thursday, where we'll see an increasing chance for showers and some heavy downpours and thunderstorms. Notice the isobars off the East Coast are very tight, so we're going to have probably strong southerly winds to gale force, and then behind it, we're going to shift to the northwest and have strong northwest winds come later Thursday night and Friday morning, Christmas Day. The one question in my mind is whether there might be a brief change over to sleet or snow before it ends. You can see the GFS's view of the radar shows that there's this lagging area that changes over. It's very narrow. If it happens, it'll last all of about an hour or two, if it happens. And my experience with these types of cold fronts is that the precipitation just shuts off and it turns just colder, windy, colder, and drier, and you don't see any changeover. And that's kind of the way I'm leaning with this. And then Friday, some snow shower activity in parts of central and western Pennsylvania, down into West Virginia, Western Virginia, and in and around Lake Erie and Lake Ontario. You see some streaks of snow there. And the weekend, I think, looks pretty good with seasonal temperatures. And here comes the next weather system, possibly for next Sunday night or on Monday. So all in all, the storm for Thursday is probably going to wash away most of the snow cover. So I'm thinking most people aren't too upset about that because it does get played out after a while to have all that snow cover around. But the longer range pattern suggests that we might have opportunities, maybe as early as later next week, and going into January. I'm pretty bullish with regards to possible opportunities for snow in the longer term. Weather in 5 brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware, 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, Long Island's largest rock salt provider, and they have all the snow melt products you need for these mornings when you get up and everything that melted from the day before refreezes overnight. 631-756-1125, omnitruevalue.com is the website. And the Joe and Joe show will be on at 7:30 Eastern time after a 3-day hiatus. We'll see you later.